He said, "Do you, boo boo?"
Do you? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. That's all you got to know.
It is what it has to be.
You know what I'm saying? Clicked up the podcast is back in the building. You know what I'm saying? I just want niggas to know we're having a good time. Yeah, it's your boy Job English back in the building doing his thing, minding my black-owned business. I need y'all to know that. You know what I'm saying? Making it does what it do.
Now, John.
The homegirl, hold on. The homegirl is in the building, Shadira, under constant questioning. We gotta start interrogating this girl. You know what I'm saying? We gotta start interrogating her just the way she be coming down. And then my mans is in the building. The Elijah Muhammad to the Malcolm X. My boy, Chris.
But before we continue, John,
That's it. Yeah, they calm the crowd.
you minding your black-owned business.
I'm minding my black-owned business.
Does
man.
everybody know
What's that?
that we not just in some fucking basement somewhere?
We are not in some basement.
We not in somebody's crib, right?
We are not just in somebody's crib.
We at that business, right?
We in a business. This is an establishment.
This is an establishment.
You know what
we
I'm
at
saying?
the studio.
We at the Stu yeah.
You paying rent here.
I pay rent here. I make
like
it.
this is real shit.
It's real shit.
This is black business right here.
Yeah.
I want everybody. I don't want nobody to think out there that you just got the shirt on.
Yeah, no.
You're tripping out here. No.
Yeah, no.
You really about that shit.
This is taxes. You know what I'm saying? It's taxes.
sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
He really out here doing that shit.
Yeah,
Minding
man. But
his
I'm doing it because I
black-owned
believe in the
business.
cats that I get to come across as being some of the most compelling, thoughtful, fun motherfuckers to be around. And then I thought, yo, if I don't invest in the people I believe in, who gonna do it? You know what I'm saying? I think Shadira for all her shenanigans, because she shenaned once. And then she shenaned again. You know what I'm saying? That's just how she get down.
Ain't no wrong with that, Shadira. Don't look down, look up.
Nah, he'll have to elaborate and explain what he means by that. Shenanigans.
So what you guys might not know in the chat, and you're welcome to come up. We are in Savannah, Georgia, right? And if you don't know, Shadira, born and raised down by the river.
That. Raised down by the river, but not born.
Where were you born?
Where was you born, Shadira?
I was born in Philadelphia, PA.
So she got a little Philly, you know what I'm saying?
No, I left there at 2.
She got Philly in her blood.
Yeah. You got
They're Georgians and Savannahans on the low.
Nah. You are the crucible in which you are forged. You understand? You know what I'm saying? That's environmental right there. You gotta, you know what I'm saying?
It's in your nature.
It's in your nature. You got that Philly. That's where the
That's-
swag come from.
No,
That's where the whole, you know what I'm saying, the game come from. You know what I'm saying?
That's I'm reiterating.
Yeah, that's not Savannah swagger. You know what I'm saying?
Reiterating.
There ain't no hateration or holleration in this dancery.
I'm just being honest with you. They was back and forth from here. It was one generation.
So you was being infused with the game.
Now,
you know
I'm
what I'm
talking about
saying?
before even me, like before I even got on the scene, from the people that originally came from here, like great grandparents and grandparents.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling you. I just found out a few, like a year ago, that some of my people came from Georgia, in a small town that got like 200 people in it.
Well, a lot of people came from the South at some point.
At some point, I wasn't even
Great
hip,
migration.
but I was like, what? Anyway, the point of the matter is, what you guys don't know in the chat is we're back to interrogating Shadira, because Shadira be knowing.
She be knowing.
And she knows she be knowing.
She knows she be knowing.
But she be perpetrating the fraud.
Putting on the front. But
You know what I'm
Shadira,
saying?
we see the zipper.
You know what I'm saying? She be having them. And if you don't understand what we mean, like we're being a little vague, a little cryptic, females dig Shadira's vibe. That's just what it is.
Shadira dig they vibe back.
Shadira has what we used to call in the old school pull.
Yes. Dude. Spider-Man's well.
You know what I'm saying? She got pull.
Mm-hmm.
And she be knowing she got pull.
You know she got it.
And then she be perpetrating like she don't know what's going on. She be playing oblivious. So off camera, we've been having discussions about just acknowledging the vibe, acknowledging the stance, acknowledging how you get down, because you do too much. There's too much posturing
That's a
to be. You like that one?
I like that. I like that.
There's too much posturing in your performance for you to not be knowing.
I guess we can start from.
You see what I'm saying? Yo? Look at her. Look at her now.
What is my posture now? What's my posture now?
What is a sunny day, man? Don't see she trying to lay the game down quite flat.
It is.
Yeah.
She got the game on heavy.
You know what I'm
Game
saying?
on heavy.
I'm trying to understand what the posture is. What's the posture?
Do you see what you on right now?
No, you don't have it on the big screen, so I don't.
Girl, what? Don't make me.
You got to put it on the big
Put
screen.
it on.
So I
Let
can
her see what she doing.
I need you to see you. I need
Put
you to
the
see
mirror
me.
in her face.
Yeah, she got to see it. Hold on.
Thought I was being the average Samaritan.
Nah, ain't nobody
Nah,
playing.
the average what?
Average Samaritan, I guess.
Nah,
I'm not an average Joe, average Jane, I guess.
this is not average swagger right here.
I don't
What you have is above average swagger at a minimum.
At a minimum.
You know that shit, Shadira.
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't be knowing.
I think I'm like, I think I'm a lame individual,
Oh, we want to put the cap back on you.
I think I
Hold on. Go.
Put it back on her.
But put it back on. We looking. I need you to look better.
I seem very regular.
It just didn't keep.
No.
What's going on?
You see that?
She got it.
You see that?
Oh my
Is
God.
that how normal? Is that how regular girls like sit? Is that how regular girls do that? You think you sitting like the average chick sits when she gets into the room?
Oh, what? Because I'm not all extra girly with it. I can be if you would. Like.
No. That's not what I asked you. The question I asked.
Oh, how am I right now? I'm in a comfortable posture, just relaxing. I could be laid like this. I could have my feet on the couch. I could literally be just like chilled up. The reason why I got it just the way it is, like I could literally turn this from this to I'm all the way comfortable.
I didn't say that. I didn't say
this
nothing.
Is a precursor.
But this is what you chose.
This is
out of all the things that you could have chose, out of all the position and posturing you could have chose.
This posture.
You chose
right
pimping.
here. This
You chose
posture right
pimping.
here is
Or
a
did pimping
precursor.
choose you? That's all I want to.
This is a precursor right here. This
don't
is
choose
a
pimping.
precursor right here.
Nah.
Precursor to me.
To the pimp. You know what I'm saying?
Me chilling.
Ain't nobody saying you wasn't chilling.
No,
She
I'm
was chilling.
saying
She
like
was
a
comfortable.
chilling, a real chilling, comfortable vibe. Like real comfortable. This right here is just like as comfortable as I'm gonna get versus let me get all the way comfortable. Like you have to somewhat sit up. It's not like I'm like in somebody's professional chair and sitting up actually super proper. And even then it's like you have these couches that lean all the way into the couch. I don't even like having my back having to be too like stiffy. I got a bad back. So yeah, I need a little comfortability. I need to lean. I need to be chilling a little bit. Like
Shadira, you don't see what we be seeing.
Yeah.
Dog, everything you said, everything you've done, you got it. The game is in you. Strong.
But she be knowing. That's the point, boy.
That is the point. You do be knowing.
You be knowing the
have my
whole
own style.
spiel that you just
that's
created.
my own style. That's
Yeah,
all I know.
that's what I'm saying. You talking about you got average swag. No.
Because I have my
No,
own
you have
style.
high level, above average swag going on right now.
So my own style. That
Yes.
Okay, I mean, yeah, if we're gonna talk like that, yeah, I have my own style. I like my style. Like I've been perfecting my style for a very long
So
time.
then why not act like when people say, hey, yo, I see you, why you act like, what are you talking about? I don't
Because the way y'all say it are in mannerisms of like, oh, you just trying to be a pimp, you trying to be a player, something like that. And I'm just thinking like, I think I dressed in a manner that I wanted to dress in. I think I'm like I believe I'm doing my own thing as far as like I feel like how I feel, and I'm not even full-fledged dressed and styled how I actually be feeling on the inside. Like this right here is just like a cheap precursor to what I actually feel on the inside. So it's like when y'all say these things, it's like, okay, I'm doing the best of what I got right now. Technically, this is me having to be thugging right now because I'm not able to full-fledged be what I want to be on. So it's like a precursor for me. So it's like when y'all say it, it makes me feel like, dang, y'all see one way, and it's more like y'all just, oh, she trying to pimp. She's trying to be a player. And even when I looked up pimping as far as like outside of like the illegal stuff, I'm like, of course you have your own style. Like women are supposed to have a style.
Shout out DJ Frankie. We got DJ Frankie in the chat.
What up,
right.
though?
Yeah,
I don't know who that is.
yeah, it was the dude with the chick that, you know, all this conversation is built around. yeah.
But anyway,
yeah, I bet.
Like I still have my own style. Like it's my own style. We're supposed to have our own style.
For sure.
Like you're supposed to have your own individual thumbprint. Not saying it can't, like, you know, be from somewhere, but at the end of the day, even identical twins still have a different fingerprint. So I'm like, I'm supposed to be on my own fingerprint. I'm supposed to be on my own style. I'm supposed to perfect who I am as an individual and bring that out into the light. And it's like, for me, I bring it out in the things that I normally get into, my clothes, some of my mannerisms. And it's not like because I'm just trying to like G on somebody's girlfriend or something like that. Or I just, oh my God, I want all the girls in the world. Like, no, like, I'm sorry if women like find themselves wanting to appeal to.
That's not
That's how you be saying.
That's not any of the conversation we be having.
That is how you.
The literal phrase. What is it?
What
have you been saying? 3 words, right?
Tell them the word.
What are the words?
I don't know. I'm lost.
You be knowing.
Oh, she do be knowing. Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's
I know my
all I'm
style.
saying.
I know my style, but do I know
but
it's
you
gonna
don't-
attract
you don't-
people? No, I don't know
Come
until it
on,
happens.
man. Come
Like I don't know it's gonna attract people until it happens.
Sure. Yo, man, I've been on the court practicing my motherfucking crossover. I ain't know I had Jordan in the motherfucking the wash. I ain't know. She AI over here. Talk about she ain't know.
Like you hope that you hope everything you do
But
is going to
Shadira,
show in a
Shadira.
good way.
Shadira, though.
Come on.
But you've been hoping and getting results for a while now.
But it's
At
not
a certain
necessarily.
point, the results lead to some knowing.
It's not
At some
actual
point,
results
knowledge
for
has
me,
to be
though.
gained
It's not.
from the process.
It's not results for me though. It's not the results I be wanting. So
But it's the results you be getting, though.
It's-
Whether you want the results, whether the results is the A or the B on the test.
I mean,
The
does
test
it
come
bring
back
people? Does it bring people in to where they're like, oh my God, like yeah, I get results because of that, but it's not like, oh my God, it's the results I actually am.
I didn't. But that's never been what anybody's been. Nobody has said, "Oh, you out here for the results." I just said, "You be knowing."
I know that when I put on my outfit and I do any of my mannerisms, do I know that I feel like I am the best thing smoking? I can do whatever I want, not necessarily do whatever I want, but like I can walk in a building and somebody's going to want to look at me. Somebody's going to want to talk to me and have my attention. Yeah. I've been feeling like that before anything. For a long time since
why are we
childhood. Do
having
I
this
know that?
conversation?
Yeah.
What has been the struggle?
Because she'll
between them?
say shit like that and then back up and then go.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, I don't know.
Because it's like the way y'all
I'm
say
lost
it.
in the
Y'all
middle.
say it in a mannerism like, oh, I'm just trying to attract girls or something like
That's
that.
not what
we
we
never
said.
said you're trying to. We said you do.
I mean,
You said you do, and you know it when it happens. That's
and
all
I said,
I've said.
But the thing I've said before also was it's not just girls. So it's like, okay, yeah, I attract people. Like
Dog,
the whole purpose
Shadira,
of your style is to attract
you're
people.
supposed to be trying to climb out the hole. You like really? You working the shovel hard right now.
I'm not understanding how I'm working the shovel. I'm just saying, like,
Because there's nothing you're saying that is defending any point you are attempting to
Not at all.
rally behind.
what? Because my
You are the most self-incriminating
Yes.
witness I've ever seen.
I'm gonna ask you to get off the stand.
Just can we call a recess?
Yeah,
we need a
we
recess. I gotta talk to my client.
Your Honor,
So-
we need a
As
recess.
soon as you got to say, what the
I
fuck are you
shouldn't.
doing?
I shouldn't want to. I shouldn't want to have a style to feel like
No, you not. You no. See, you taking this the wrong way. That this is like some kind of criticism or any kind of negative connotation. It just is what it is,
I have a style. I have a flair.
and we just want you to
Own it.
acknowledge-
Oh,
Just
do I-
own it.
Do I
You
know I
have
have a
it.
style and a flair that attracts attention?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's all you had to say.
So what is all this walking it back the second you say something like
It's
that,
too humble. It's
then
too
you
much
do
humble.
then you do too much work to walk back what we've just established.
Cause it's
I
like
don't
the way you
understand.
say it, the way you.
It doesn't matter how I said it. The
It's the way
truth
you-
don't matter. It's not about your feeling. It's not even about the delivery. If I walked in and your house was on fire and I was like, look, bitch, your house is on fire. And you go, you ain't got to call me a bitch. Are you worried about the bitch or the fire in your house?
The bitch.
That's your problem. That's your entire. That's your entire problem.
Like that's the first thing.
That's your entire
like,
problem.
obviously, I'm gonna notice the house is on fire, but I'm like, bro, wait
If
a
I had to
minute.
walk in and tell you, then obviously you don't.
Like you could have seen it
So-
from the backside, and I'm like, oh, all right.
Because now you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, you ain't had to call me a bitch. Look, it don't matter what the fuck I called you. I could have called you Lululemon. It don't matter. Your house on fire.
That's what you could have said. Your house is on fire. That's it. You ain't had to. Like
I don't got to like you. You can still be a bitch, and then you can still be. I'm not saying you a bitch.
I'm just saying in general, the language that's being used to convey. You say you talk to me a good bit, right? So you should know I am a sensitive soul. So how you say it and how you do it,
Do you see what I'm saying?
I'm just saying.
Brother, I've been seeing it.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I know, you know,
Uh-huh.
she know. But we all got to sit in here and play fucking stupid. But we all know.
I mean, I want to be treated a certain type of way. Yes, my style requires you treat me a certain type of way. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. You can't just treat me no type of way. You can't talk to me no type of way. Yes.
She the baddest motherfucker since Shaft.
Yeah.
Shadira. And she be acting so just ditzy. Oh, I don't even know it. Oh. But then you catch her in these moments. And she like, oh yeah. Oh, brothers. Let me tell you about me. We just want you to hold that right there, to capture that essence, that last sentence you just used. And just hold that. And
You just got on
keep
here
that
and
with you.
said, my swagger demands a certain type of respect.
Yeah.
And you won't I won't have you speaking to me in any other fashion. That's what you just said.
That's it. You that motherfucker. Like you that dude.
And if you want any answers out of me, you will respect me as such. That's what she
That's
said.
what she said. That's what I heard.
That's what
It's the words out of mouth.
you know what I'm saying?
We appreciate and respect you, Shadira.
You know what I'm saying?
We love that.
Is that wrong though?
No.
No, that's not what we said. I just said you be knowing. That's all
That's
I
it.
said.
You be knowing. That's all it is, Shadira.
You know what? I be knowing. I'll say
My
I
nigga.
be knowing.
That's all. Oh my God.
Man, get the crowd in here, man. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
We did it. That's a big
I think we can end the show.
Yeah. So what else do we need to talk about?
You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to say we ain't got to say no more.
You can leave Shadira. Investigation open.
Investigation over.
File
Case
is over.
closed. Case closed.
You are free to go,
You
Shadira.
are free to go. Cut off the stand.
Congratulations.
You can get off the stand.
Where's a lady named Bria?
Hit her up. I'm over here on the boards and everything.
Where's a lady named Bria? I need her to be on a different conversation.
We're gonna talk about something dope. It's only been 18 minutes of your cross-examination. Your ass over here sweating.
Yeah. Sweating. And she agreed the whole fucking
Yes,
time.
you did.
You never had to take the stand in the first fucking
Yeah,
place.
you could have just signed the paperwork. You brought this to trial and then admitted your guilt.
Yeah.
What did you do this for?
You know,
I mean-
I'm not guilty, but I did all that shit.
You know what?
I just don't like the word guilty. That's all I know. I mean, I did it, but you ain't got to call me guilty.
Your Honor.
Yeah.
You know, it's something different. That's not the same thing.
Culpable and guilty are not the same thing.
Maybe it's because of this. It's more like this. It's the mannerism. So it's like, as a woman, I'm not supposed to have it. It's more like,
That nobody said that.
It's not that you're not supposed to have it. It's that most women don't have it, and you have it. That's all.
that's terrible for them.
It sucks to be you, is what I just heard.
Yeah.
Because it is like that. When you go look up certain stuff, like look up what it is to be a feminine woman, like you're supposed to have style. You're supposed to have your own style. You're supposed to have a certain respect and mannerism for yourself. Like it's certain things you're supposed to do. And that's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying y'all saying there's something wrong with it, but it's like whenever I'm like talking about it with y'all, it always feels like I'm being like chastised about it, to where it's like, haha, you look at you doing this, or you got that. And I'm
Nobody
like,
ever said
"Hey."
that. What we said was you do it and then turn around and act like you don't know what we're talking about. And that is an insult to somebody's observational intelligence.
You remember the
I
old
can see
phrase?
a dog wag, bark, do all types of stuff. And he over here with like, well, technically, like, stop.
This the old phrase that you throwing rocks and hiding your hands. We know you threw them rocks, Shadira.
Who's throwing them and hiding them?
You.
Maybe it's because when I'm trying to figure out what y'all trying to say when y'all saying it, it's more like I want to know, is y'all making it seem like I'm wrong about having
No.
these things?
That's
Or
not
is it
no.
just-
no.
No.
The
Y'all wanna
words that
know.
I say are the ones I'm responsible for.
Maybe it's because
If
the
I
way
said you be
haggle
knowing,
it.
that's all I said.
It's the way you haggle it while you're saying you be knowing. It's
Because
the
you
way
be
do it.
you be playing oblivious. And
Because
that's
most of the
part.
times I don't pay attention that hard, and then it's like, okay, let me pay attention.
Now she's walking it back.
Nah, I'm dead serious.
happening?
Like when I get dressed and I put on anything I
change-
put on, I'm
the
like,
subject.
I know somebody's gonna
She
see
about to
me.
walk all the way back from this.
Yeah, she is.
We can't let her
Guys,
do
it's
that.
like
We can't let her do that. We made so much progress,
So much.
and she trying to just drive the car back. Not even two
Yeah,
steps.
yeah. No.
She trying to drive
he
back.
She put
said
it in the
don't
gear.
drive.
Yeah.
So why
Yeah,
is it
yeah.
in gear?
Change the conversation, Shadira. We not letting you do this.
Oh, because
We
you
not
want
gonna
me
let
to?
you
Do
do
I have a style? Do I have a flair? Do I?
Do
walk
you
around?
have wherewithal of your behavior and their consequences? Yes.
I guess
That's what
the
we talked about.
consequences
That's
of
what
the
we've
problem.
all agreed that you understand.
Do I know all the consequences? No. Do I know they can have a
See what you're doing. See what you're doing. See what you're
Because
doing.
I'm trying to figure out what
She
you
expanding this
mean.
shit beyond.
Yeah.
where it needs to go.
You're trying to make
box
an
not that
argument
wide.
and then make me go, "Oh, that's what you're saying." I'm not saying that. I said this.
Because I'm confused. That's
Yeah.
why. Because it's like you saying like
This is what she
Your
does
content-
to
your-
these hoes,
yeah.
and they be in the blender, fucking with Shadira. You hear me?
They mind all
They're
twisted.
twisted.
Who
boy.
is trying
This
to put
is the
in
game.
anybody-
They do.
Game. What game is this? What game is this?
That's exactly what you're supposed to say.
What game is this? I want to know what game is this. What game is this?
I told my friends the other day, I was like, hey, I'm going to go to bed and I'm not crying. And I was like, but I'm really not crying. I was like, but that was what I would say if I was crying. And this is what Shadira's doing right now. She's saying, well, who's doing this? You doing this, Shadira. And that's what you would say if you weren't doing it or if you were doing it. We know, Shadira. Jive.
I guess I'm lost.
Yeah. All right, we gonna talk about
Change the
something.
subject.
We gonna talk about something.
I guess because y'all upset. Like,
No, ain't nobody upset.
No,
Who's
no,
upset?
She
keep giving us-
Anybody?
She keep giving us these things.
Yes, you do.
We're not upset with you.
You keep
We
giving
not
evidence that
judging
we
you.
have to now bring into cross-examination.
it's not even a fact of evidence. These are questions that are being asked because you see my mannerism, and then when I even explain what I'm on, it's still like, so you know they want to get with you like that, and I'm like, what? And you like, so you know, I'm like, do I know they want attention? Yeah, they want attention. There's plenty of people that come in my face and my space that want my attention because, oh my God, I see the way you dress. Oh my God, I see the way you talk. Oh my God, I see the way you make your emotions. I want some of your attention because I like what you're doing. I like these things about you, and they want attention. All right, cool. It's a lot of people that do that. It ain't a little bit of people in my life that do that. I have even complete strangers. I told you about the stranger that walked up on me wanting to get my attention. So what is it?
Change the conversation.
He said change it because
she-
this right here is
Before she
leading
walked
you.
this back.
Yeah, because she just did it again. She walked
She
it
keep
forward,
walking it back.
and then she'll walk it back.
She gonna walk it right back.
If
Look,
you let her,
we only
let her do it.
She gonna be. We got to lock in right here,
Right here.
and just move
And
on.
just walk on. That's
Just
it.
move on.
You know what?
The high note.
Yeah,
It's the high note.
yeah. We there. We reached the apex. We
That's
gonna
it.
leave you here. Plant the flag, and that's it.
Yo, so we gonna talk about something, getting a little something, man. I titled this episode "The Death of the Cool," right? And by cool, I mean like being authentic, being in the moment, being just who you are because that's who you are, right? But it looks like, if we're being honest, there's a lot of people who are, it's just for the gram, it's just for the algorithm, it's just for the, the monetization. So you're watching people put on personas instead of having personalities. It's hard, right? Like we become what I call like internet ambulance chasers. Whatever new hot thing is popping out, if you're a content creator, because that's what everybody thinks they are nowadays, right? Everybody's a content creator. Everybody's an entrepreneur. Everybody's all the dope stuff. And then when you look at what it cost us, right? Everybody's performative, right? Like maybe 10 years ago, man, the city used to have open mic nights and these vibes and these kickbacks and stuff, where everybody was just locked in to being present where something dope was happening, right? But then now it's like you got to make sure your Wi-Fi and your visibility and your algorithm and your analytics is lit, and it's gotta. And then we're not even in the moment no more. We're not there. People don't even go to comedy shows and just enjoy the comedy. They gotta have their phone up to prove that they was the first one to hear this nigga tell this joke. And now these comedians, the big ones at least, gotta go off and like get your phone put up, put away, tucked out, this on the third, because you're so thirsty for content and monetization that you're not even you. And some of the stuff is cool. Some of the people that be putting on little skits and doing their thing is dope. But then there's a lot of people out here that are just, you know, using their phones like them old school what do you call them those? Journalists used to like just use their what are their scanners and shit, right? And they scan the radio. As soon as they hear an APB or whatever the hell is out, they go run to the scene and be there with their cameras and all their lenses and all this other stuff. And it's like that's how we are with our cell phones. All we are is just running out here trying to find the most lit environment to promote ourselves. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But am I seeing? What am I not missing? Am I seeing something wrong? Like what do y'all think?
Shadira, you got any thoughts you'd like to share with the class?
Okay. I believe it's true. It's a lot of people that want that like that hype. They want that energy. They want the reward of winning a championship. So while somebody's having a championship party or what seems is like a championship party, people are running to it and wanting to be seen as I was here, I was in that moment, I'm doing this, I'm a part of this too. Matter of fact, I got my own thing going on as well. I might have not won, but I'm right here in like second place. Like I'm here. So I believe it's true. A lot of people for a while haven't actually been in the moment. They've been everywhere and then some except for there. And it's kind of like some songs where people say like people have taken videos or taken pictures of something and then doubling back just to kind of try to live that back up. So I think it's true.
Like you see cats out here these days. Well, first of all, what you?
Oh, I agree, and I think the problem is the purpose of it. I think there's nothing wrong with trying to put yourself out there, trying to be. People have always wanted to be famous. The way you can be famous now is different. I think the issue is you're old enough to remember this. Remember when we were kids? You used to hear all the time, "Don't sell out."
Yeah.
Everybody pre-sold now.
Pre-sold.
I've never heard nobody say no. I haven't heard somebody say "Don't sell out" or call somebody a sellout in 20 fucking years. Like when was the last time you heard somebody call somebody else a sellout and that shit actually meant something? It don't happen no more. I think that's the problem. Is that nobody's doing this because this is just what they want to be, and this is who they want to be. They doing it so they can get some fucking corporate sponsorship, and that's I'm not with none of that shit.
Because it's not art for the sake of the art.
Yeah,
It's not, I'm a dope person and I garner attention. And if you want me to do my thing, like radio personalities, they wasn't really making the kind of money they are now. Most people who are really doing their thing, it's not even making money off the thing that they do. They're making money off the endorsements. That's where the most of the money they make. Even these athletes. Their endorsements make their salaries pale in comparison. Because it's not even about that. It's about cashing in on your presence to the point where you're never really present. You're always some brand ambassador. You're always some personality that is locked into some one-dimensional performance. Because the minute you show any nuance or any care for anything outside of what you branded yourself to be, if I'm over here and I'm like, I'm Jive English and I'm the coolest dude in Savannah and I be putting on shows, and then they be like, yeah, we like that. We want to hire you to be the coolest guy to put on shows. And then I mess around and say something about being against Palestine, Next thing you know, you out of pocket. Everything's being yanked off from you, and now all the worst things that could ever be said about me by the people who just hired me because I was the best thing that ever
Oh, they
happened.
gonna put that dirt on your name, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you
But
fucked up this
but we're
game.
so afraid of that. Like look, it's to the point where people be self policing their own language.
The first time I heard somebody say, "What's the fucking what's the internet safe word for kill or murder?"
Yeah, unalive.
Unalive. First time I heard somebody say that shit in real life, I was like offended. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, this conversation is done. Like, there's nothing else for us to say to each other. Why are you talking to me like a fucking child? I don't like it.
I mean, because but it's like that. But why? Because you're so hyper aware of the algorithm, and the algorithm is really like the proper name of Big Brother. It watches you, and you see it watch you, and you're cognizant of it all the time. I'll get demonetized. I'll get deprioritized. So you won't even say what's real. You won't even say what's thoughtful, because it's okay to get on here and start talking about how women ain't shit, niggas ain't shit, or whatever. But we all know the parameters in which our target audience has been cultivated towards us. And if we step outside that box, now we risk losing whatever we built, right? And it's almost like a lottery, right? Like if I buy a lottery ticket for $1 with hopes of winning $200 million, right? And I win that $200 million. That money didn't really exist. But now that it's been promised to me, I'm behaving like it's mine now. And now my behavior changes. Now my circle changes. Now my response to questions may change, because now I'm acting in line with the class that I'm now ascribing myself to. And because black people hate being just black, that's a crossover conversation. We love all these titles that we can ascribe ourselves to: content creator, entrepreneur, forex trader, whatever the stupid people think. And then so now there's a promise on your content that if you keep consistent, if you stay within the lines, if you play the way we say play, you're gonna rise to this level of content creator entrepreneurialism where you're gonna be monetized. Because that's what everybody's pushing for. Nobody's pushing for content for the sole purpose of engaging. Yo, I have a weird way of seeing current events, and something's compelling me to speak this way. And then the way you speak, people just start gravitating to on some naturalness. Like, if you think about Malcolm X, right? Malcolm X was not a lone wolf out there standing on milk crates. Back in the day, they had him on every other corner, and they was all saying the same thing. They all had the same paper, and they all had the same message from the same Honorable Elijah Muhammad. It was just something about him. For some reason, out of all the people that were saying the same exact thing, it was something about when he said it. People started coming around, whoa. What did he say? What did he just say? But he's saying that over there. No. But him, that was natural. And he was doing it for the love of the information. He was emphatic and honest. It was an honest take, and he was bringing all of his linguistic ability, passion to bear in order to create that moment. And he never lost the authenticity. He never lost the honesty, right? Because even when he got all these gigs in order to speak to colleges and all this other stuff, all the money went back to the nation. He just took whatever they gave him, the stipend, the house, whatever, which all the stuff they try to take back. You see what I'm saying? Because it came from an honest place. And he was going to talk that way regardless. To the point where when he died in a half-filled ballroom filled with just the loyalists, the true people who believe, not the fans, not the the big. You were just like, yo, this is my message, regardless if a whole room come in here or half a room come in here. I'm still gonna talk like this. That's honesty. We don't have that no more. If the algorithm ain't buzzing, you see these people crashing out. My content didn't make this, and these people ready to off themselves. These people are going into debt. These people, did you know that there are what do you call them, lawyers who will get you like what do you call like a chapter bankruptcy based on your content creation. If your content creator business fails,
What?
yeah, if your content creator ventures fall down, they have found a way to legitimize that fall, and then like give you a chapter, whatever. Like that's what's happening out here.
Not surprising. That is wild, but that's not.
Like even when you hear these artists talk, man, these artists don't talk about music from an artist perspective.
Oh God, no. How many times have I seen a rapper? Even Kendrick Lamar did this. Your whole career was making rap music, and then you give an interview like, "Well, I don't even really like rap music," or "I'm not even really a rapper." I say, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
Like, what is this? And then they're doing some fucking ad for FanDuel or some other bullshit. And it's like, man, what happened to
gambling house or some
yeah,
silly shit?
What happened to like I look at somebody like Snoop Dogg, and we didn't lost the language. It's like I said earlier, we didn't lost the language to call him somebody like him a sellout. But like 20 years ago, that nigga was a sellout. Yeah. Now it's like, oh, he getting his bag, he doing all right. But like, what happened to where's counterculture like almost at all in any fucking part of society? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All them like I love listening to independent and like real small music, and it's like I hear so much of that shit, and it all sounds like exactly what's on the radio.
Yeah,
and it's like I hear people that make punk music, and it sounds exactly like what punk music is supposed to sound like. It's like that's not the point of punk music. The point is supposed to be it's different. Like the point of hip hop is supposed to be it's something different. It's counter to the mainstream. And everybody got the same tired fucking beats, the same fucking flow. Everybody somehow sound like Drake, and he sound like Fonte. It's like what happened? Where's the original? It's just in mainstream culture just doesn't fucking exist anymore, and that's a real fucking shame. And that's why I appreciate somebody like you, Shadira, with that unique sound of yours.
Shadir?
I ain't even gonna lie. Like, as y'all was talking, I was like, I was questioning myself. To where I was getting angry. So I'm like, am I being one of those people? I don't want to be one of those people, but am I being one of those people? Am I being a person that's not being honest in my music? Am I not being honest in what I'm presenting? Am I not, I'll say, I'm not full disclosing of myself, yeah, but as you were talking, like I just was like, I don't want to be one of them people.
Shadira, you are sitting here in a denim skirt with your head wrapped. If you think that that's not being yourself and being honest to yourself, then I don't know what the fuck could be.
I don't know. Those allegations be scaring me a little bit, so be a tad scared.
So I'll just be honest, right? Because like I don't got no single coming out. I don't got no hot jam or whatever.
You do.
I don't have nothing coming out.
He ain't got it coming out, but he got something.
I've made music before in the past. But all I'm saying is this, right? When you start calling your own, when you start using market terms to describe the process of your own music instead of true artistic language, when your music isn't a song, it's a single.
Yeah. You concerned about a fucking release date.
When you're dropping your next track, like yo, that's not art language. That's
marketing.
That's market language.
Yeah.
That is used in order to attract attention to art. And when you start to take that language and use it, then you are no longer talking about art, you're talking about a product. that is coming to market.
A long time ago, I read this book about job applications to places like Walmart, where they used to have you take these fucking like 30-question quiz, and the questions are all shit like, you're in the store and you know what another employee is stealing. What do you do? And it's like it's like just pick one of the answers, and the answers are always obvious of what you're supposed to pick. And the book was saying the whole point of the book was that this is basically before you even get the job, training you of this is who you're supposed to be to get this job. Like the answers are obvious. The questions are fucking stupid questions. You know the answers to them. And I feel like a lot of people that make music or create things, they're doing that, but for the music industry or whatever industry it is that they want, whatever sponsorship it is that they want. They're molding themselves before anybody ever asked them to into the shape that they're supposed to be in. They're making sure they fit into that fucking square peg. It don't matter that they're a triangle. They're gonna force themselves into that fucking square so they can fit that square peg before anybody ever asked them to. Because they see that that's the only thing that exists anymore is fucking square peg. There is no more. I think about this a lot. 30 years ago, how many labels were there? Like actual different labels. 20 different labels, 30 different labels, making all kinds of different music. And if you wanted to compete in the space, you had to do something different than everybody else was doing. And that's why there used to be all different kinds of hip hop that was on the radio, all different kinds of rock music on the R&B, all that type of shit. Now, there's 2 labels now, and they just want everything to be the same, to make sure everything is the biggest hit possible. So everything that come out is the same shitty fucking pop music, the same bland fucking hip hop. And people are just putting themselves in that lane instead of creating something. They just want to be famous. And the thing that they're doing is like, I'm just gonna make music. I'm gonna be famous. But they don't have any interest in adding to culture. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't like it. Also, I need to use the restroom. I'll be right back. I'm about to piss myself.
What is your take on what he just said?
It's terrible that people don't, and it reminded me of something I posted about how I said you make me want to like sharpen my music a little bit more, to the point where I even have on my phone right now me studying old hip hop original like rap music, what made rap music type of vibes, to where it's like you hear the original culture but you still take it and you create it into something that's your own, to where you elevate it. So it's like, for me, hearing him say that, it's like, it's sad, but then it's kind of like, that ain't me though. That ain't what I'm going for. I refuse. Because it's like you hear the people that are more on like those purist type of vibes. And it's like, I don't necessarily want to disappoint them. I don't want to disappoint, not because, oh my God, like I'm trying to appease them, but it's more like they have a point when they're saying these things. Like, where have we gone in art? Where have we gone in creating music and actually bringing forth something and not just sounding like a carbon copy of somebody else? Like, where is your individual stamp at? You don't have your own individual stamp because you're following somebody else's stamp. And hearing him say it just brought sadness to me. It brought sadness to me, and it just made me want to be like, I don't want to be that way. I don't want to be that way. I want to keep studying the old way, but bringing my thing to the next generation, having my type of offering. So, I mean, that's all I can think about when I hear it. It's just, it sounds sad. It sounds sad because that's how it's been for like 2 generations now, and nobody really sees the problem. They don't see the issue, and nobody's really trying to fix the issue. And the ones that are trying to fix the issue, they're not going to have such a big rating. They're not going to have like a lot of people paying them attention. But it's like, are you going to do it anyway? Or are you going to stop because you don't have that attention? And even if you do get that attention, what are you going to do about it? Like he mentioned Kendrick Lamar. And now it's like, you was first that martyr for hip hop, and now you're up there, and all of a sudden you don't like hip hop. All of a sudden it's something about it, but you were preaching about it back in the day. So are you going to get up to that point and sell out? Or are you going to actually stick to it because it's something that's in you until...
Are we gonna be But here's the thing, man, because yeah, we can do that and we can be upset, but are we still buying into it? Are we do all artists really represent our true state or our desired state? You're saying they get up there, even your Sexy Reds, your whoever's, and they're talking about the way you idealize yourself, not the way you actually exist. So like, one of the things that really, and I always say this, man, one of the things that made Pac really amazing was that he talked about black people as they existed, right? And it was unapologetic. And so when cats heard like tracks like Unconditional Love or Dear Mama or Brenda's Got a Baby or, you know, the real stuff. Not, I mean, he had braggadocio, like, so he talked his stuff like every artist, you know, every hip hop artist does. But when it came down to the gritty stuff, when it came down to being honest, he was one of the most honest artists out there. And this is where, you know, he really created his validity.
But I mean,
And then your boy Kendrick did the same thing at some point. Because I'm a fan.
I love Kendrick music for sure.
I'm a fan. But when it turns into that level of celebrity and that level of success, and next thing you know, you're starting to hear Kanye West-esque type like a dis what do you call it? Disconnect.
Yeah.
From, because you're too high. That string is gonna snap at some point. You're pulled away to the point where now you're snapped and now you're not connected to what it is anymore. You start to hear these rappers, they're not talking about the hood, or they're not talking about poverty, or they're not even talking about honest, everyday people stuff. Now, most of their tracks are talking about the track that they produced and who produced the track and who was in the studio with them when they produced the track and where they gonna go after the track is done and what they gonna drink when they celebrate how well the track does. And it's like, that's the whole song. And you're like, yo, this cat was just talking about how hard it is just to be a regular person. And that's why I tuned in. Because he made it sound like my life was art and worthy of being talked about on a grand scale. And then now I get to watch him talk about how me being poor means my woman should be fucking him. You know what I mean?
I don't want it to make it seem like I think that back in the day was some fucking Christmas wonderland.
It was not. It was not.
You still had fucking Hammer out there. You still had your nonsense, whatever. But like I was saying, when there used to be 30 different labels, there was nothing that sounded like or looked like De La Soul. De La Soul came out. Wow. You watch some fucking De La Soul videos. What the fuck else look like? What today comes out and it's like, oh, that's the new De La. It don't fucking exist. You know what I mean? But you had De La Soul at the same time you had NWA. At the same time you had Pac. At the same time you had Mobb Deep talking about murder on TV. You see what I'm saying?
And then these cats all knew each other.
You had Wu-Tang Clan.
And they all toured together.
Doing fucking karate moves on stage.
Yes.
Talking about karate chops. Like, all this existed at the same time. And it's all different, and it's all... What I want to say here? I don't think that at any point black culture has ever really owned hip-hop since it's become a business. Like, it's just not possible. Yeah. It's not a thing. No. But there was a time when hip-hop came from black culture and it owed itself to our culture. And today I just don't... I hear these tracks, it's like, this just sounds like somebody was like, okay, this is what hip-hop is supposed to be. We'll just produce more of it. You know what I mean? Like, the difference between somebody handcrafting a chair and a factory floor that makes handcrafted chairs.
Like, all right, I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all. Like, so my daughter ain't even 11 years old, so she don't got no real, revolutionary leanings or anything like that. At least yet, I'm working. My 17-year-old, she kind of do. You know, she's sort of the sparks. You feel me? She be asking me questions about Trump and everything. I light up. I'm like, my baby's asking me. Yo, so she showed me Hamilton Like I never seen this like a play,
Yeah.
and it's like got rap and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And I started listening to it. And she's singing along and she's having a good time. And I just start feeling angry. You feel me?
I know exactly what you're saying.
Like I'm pissed.
This was recently?
Yeah, like it was yesterday.
How have you avoided it all this time?
Because first of all, it was my daughter's birthday.
Mm.
And it's not my time.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted to listen to it. She wanted to enjoy it. I was picking her up.
Yeah.
This is my time with her.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to ruin my time with her.
For sure. Happy birthday to her, by the way.
You feel me? I appreciate it. I'm not going to ruin my time with her drumming down why this is anti all the stuff that my baby wants to have her day. I'm happy to be able to be here as a father. We all know all the things that happen to keep men from being able to be fathers. And on this day, I get to be present. Not going to ruin that for me. She may be selfish.
Not at all. You always got other considerations than just what's right or whatever.
Right. So then I sat there in it, stewed. You know what I mean? I'm like stewing, like it's boiling inside of me, bro. You've just co-opted my revolution and turned it into some shit that you put on Broadway. Yo, that it hurt. That really hurt me, bro. I remember No Vaseline. I remember Fuck the Police. I remember Tennessee. Like you're saying, I remember Tennessee. I remember Arrested Development. I remember, like you're saying, like all these different groups. I remember the vibrance of when we represented us the way we came to it. Hip hop was everything and anything. You feel me? And it was challenging itself because we as a black people, and I always say this, we as a black people are across the diaspora, wherever you find us, outside of Africa. We are the only people who are trying to create a culture from scratch. The only ones. And so when you watch us create it, in the minute it shows any glimpse of refinement, right? You find a diamond. If you find a diamond in the rough, it just looks like a dirty, ashy. But then once we start chipping at it,
you got to perfect it.
And you
got to
start
get all the
making
impurities
it,
away.
and it's like, yo, that's what that is. And then the minute it does that, they take it away from us, and they turn it into something cubic zirconian. And then we all gotta pretend that's the diamond that we cut. We gotta make space for that, and it hurt me, bro, because I'm old enough to remember when we wasn't good enough for MTV. I'm old enough to remember when BET was necessary. It was the only way I was gonna see me.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know that. The only way I saw me in the world was one channel. In a sea of channels. One. We had one.
I remember being
You feel me though?
10. You would come home from school, my sister would always want to watch, what was it called? TRL on MTV.
Yeah.
Fucking white boy band after white boy band after fucking nonsense. I'm like, turn this shit off. 106 apart coming on.
Yes.
I want to see the videos. I want to see the fucking Freestyle Friday. I'm sick of seeing these fucking NSYNCs come up here with this. Not
NSYNC,
one nigga.
98 degrees and
Yeah.
bro.
Not one black man. Not one piece of melanin on 10 tracks. The whole top 10. Not one black person. Put BET on.
But on the same token, though, it's all borrowed essence of blackness. All we're watching is borrowed essence
The
of
group
blackness.
is called Backstreet Boys. Blackstreet. 5 years older. What the fuck is that? And No Diggity hotter than any song Backstreet Boys put out. Like, what you know what I'm saying?
No doubt. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it hurts. So I'm like I'm saying, like I'm watching this. I'm listening to this music, and I'm just like boiling on the inside. I'm just like, it hurts, bro.
You know how old Hamilton is? That's like a decade old.
Yeah.
The first time my friend's like, oh man, you gotta check this Hamilton out. He showed me a clip of it. My first thought was like, these niggas can't rap. Like,
At all.
What are they doing? He said, no, this is grass. Like, this is garbage. Like, they don't know what they like. Why are they doing this? Just sing. It's okay. You don't have to do this. Don't do this.
Rapping. Let me just say this: rapping, jazz singing, white supremacy is the most diabolical shit
No, it's
I've ever heard of
you.
my entire life. Hamilton and his ilk were slave owning,
They
murderous,
was slavers, yeah.
capitalists.
Everything that we think is bad, like this
they
is
were
what
those
did.
people.
This is what they did.
And that's what they did directly to people. And then we give them our culture to represent them? Bro, like, do you understand how, like, that's a violation, bro?
It's no good. Are you aware of, and I hesitate to call them rappers, but there's no. It was one of them is named Forgiato Blow.
No.
And it's another.
I have no idea who these people are.
Okay, so there's this whole like right wing, like Trump loving rap thing, just white dudes that make like you can't cancel me rap music, just garbage, shit that shouldn't exist in rap music, shouldn't exist. Like this is rap music, but this is like separate from hip hop. It's just part of my language. Dirty crackers shit is disgusting to me. And this is the same thing that like Hamilton is older than them by 7-8 years or whatever.
Right.
For me, it's just the same fucking lineage of ill.
Where are you going? You thought you were going to sneak about?
She thought she was gonna sneak, like we not looking at her.
Right.
Like she not on camera.
She was trying to do the cartoon. Dink, 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 dink.
Somebody drop an anvil on this nigga head, man.
Right now.
Miss Shadira, did you get in contact with a lady named Bria?
I didn't call her.
What the fuck? You was
Like,
supposed to.
that was your one task.
We gave you a mission.
I didn't realize that was literal.
What? You asked us where she was at. We said contact her.
That's not a figurative statement. I don't know
that
how you
was a-
figuratively ask.
Yeah.
How do you figuratively ask for somebody to call somebody? That was a figure of speech? I don't know how to do that.
You know, back to the subject you guys were having at hand as I was.
You go ahead and go do what you got to do.
See, it went straight to voicemail. She might be asleep.
She probably
Or
sleep.
might be dead. Oh, wait.
She sleep.
Yeah. Go make that happen. Make two things happen. You're multitasking.
She getting two types of shit done.
Yeah. We'll see you in a second.
Oh, you about to get
Shit,
violent.
no, shit. I feel like
Lean
the pimp
back,
hat
brother.
is way
Yeah,
strong.
yeah.
I feel like the
Lean it
pimp
back,
hat is
dog.
way too strong.
Yeah, keep all that violence. You know,
Yeah.
your violent hand is on screen. They can see that.
Yeah, everybody can see you.
Yeah.
Everybody
We
can
do not
see you.
condone violence here at the Clicked Up Podcast.
All right.
Not
Let
no
me play
more.
cousin. See this pimp shit?
Yeah.
that? She's stroking the knuckles.
Strong.
Yeah.
Strong pimp game.
Yeah, she's showing me I got strength and control.
Yeah.
Yeah, that make a whole feel real protected.
I'm be slightly honest with you. I'm a little jealous. I'm like, God damn, what? I ain't had that kind of love and tenderness. Oh, God damn.
It's good to you and good for you. This kid tested mother approved, goddammit.
God damn. How she don't know what she be knowing?
She be knowing. That's the whole point. She be knowing.
She be knowing.
She be knowing, yo.
She
She
know.
did that on purpose.
She did. Yeah.
You don't say come here unless you know what you about to do.
The thing is, she came at you so violent with it at first. Like that.
Yeah.
She really like built you like, oh, but then she like, come here, no, it's all good.
And that's how you break them.
That's how you break them.
That's how you
break. I've seen the Mac.
I've seen
That's
the
a
back.
great movie. I've
You
seen
know,
the
look,
Mac.
you know what it is.
I've seen.
Yo,
Pretty Tony,
bitch chose
Yes.
me.
I all the game Pretty Tony laid out in the Mac. I can spit it back to you word for word. It's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie. I've seen it a number of times.
Don't let black boys exploitation fool you. There's some good,
There's some good
commentary on culture that you
There's some
need to
good
take.
stuff out there. Yeah. I used to love watching them fucking movies.
Yeah.
I ain't seen one in a minute. You know, I think I ran out of the stock. I think I just watched through all of them at this point. But there's some good shit out there.
Yeah, some good
There's
stuff.
some good shit out there. Watch the Mac. That's the homework. If you've never seen the Mac, Richard Pryor is in it. You should watch the Mac.
Richard Pryor is in the dude from I can't remember his name. Good Times. God dang it. Fuck. What is his name? can't remember his name. The father. What is his name?
You got me beat. No idea. We can just look it up. We got access to the internet.
We got access to the
and
internet.
knowledge
Ooh, the
if we
cast.
need it.
of-
Yeah.
the
Like,
cast of
we
the
don't
Mac.
have to guess.
We
don't
got
have
to do that.
Shadir, did you get any information for us?
She didn't answer, so she might be like sleeping.
I thought you said she was on the way.
She had said that she was gonna come. She was on the way.
I guess she
No,
changed.
she sounds very sleepy. She just answered this one.
Oh, she knocked out.
She gone. It's a Saturday night.
It's okay. You had a long week. That's all that is.
Is she on the phone right now?
She on the phone right now?
Mhm.
Where
Tell
is you
her-
at? What happened?
She just woke up. Why y'all stressing her?
No. This is not stress. This is all love.
This is all love.
We
This is-
concerned about it. We thought she was on her way here.
Yeah.
It
We
turned out
gotta
she
make sure she
sleep.
was safe.
Yeah.
We don't know what happened. She could have been on the side of the road. We ain't.
Yeah,
you know.
we don't know. We just want to know. We want tell her that we love and cherish her, and we hope that everything is good.
Do you hear them?
Come on, sit down so we can.
You know what I'm saying? Why you hiding her over there? Bring her ass over here.
Yeah, all the way over there.
Hi, a lady named Bria. How you doing, dog?
They're saying hi and whatnot. She's saying hello.
She tired? She sleep?
Are we not to expect her? Like, what's the real
She
deal?
said
Holy
she's
shit.
still having issues with her car. So.
Yeah, I know. I was just over there. I was the one with her.
You ain't fix it? This is your expertise.
Yeah, she got some other issues that
Okay.
have not been properly diagnosed.
Okay.
And I was like, she got some other stuff. But
So is she tired, or was she just like, I can't go nowhere, so I'm gonna just go to sleep?
I think two things can be true.
Yeah.
She's kind of skeptical on driving. That's all.
I ain't mad about it.
No, not at all. You know, do what feels right for you.
Yeah. You got to make that decision.
Yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying?
Tell her we miss her.
Tell her to call in. We can pull her on the mic.
You ain't telling none of these words, Shadira.
She ain't saying none of the things that we said.
None of it. We sending great love to our beautiful sister.
We want her presence, even if it's telephonic. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Even if it's
might
through
be
you,
calling
Shadira.
in. Jeez, give me a break. Gosh,
But you're not relaying our
You're
message.
not relaying
she's
the message.
hearing everything you guys are saying.
But you supposed to relay it though. We want to make sure that she get it.
She's hearing you guys quite clearly. She heard you guys clearly.
Okay.
So me relaying it.
Well,
would kinda confuse the
is she saying something back to us?
Yeah, I mean, she responded to the.
know what I'm saying?
to
like
the-
she was listening to you guys, and then when you said tell her to call in, she was like, okay, all right, yeah, you know. So she might be calling in. So
What about the rest of it though?
yeah.
the
We
rest
wished
of
our
it,
sister-
when y'all were saying it, she was appreciative. She just was on some, hey, I kind of don't want to drive my car. She said Smitty kind of like knows the deal. I just don't want to really drive my car. When she first answered, she was like, you know, I just went to sleep. Like, I was asleep. I'm just waking up. And, yeah, like, I'm just in the house. So, you know, she appreciates you guys with the, you know, the love and concern.
For sure.
I just
Thank you,
didn't
Shadira.
full-fledged explain the message.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, like, you not doing a good job of, you know what I'm saying?
Because I'm never a good job of just passing on and relaying the message. Like, I would just put you on speaker for all of that. You can say the message yourself. So it's just like, like, no offense. I don't know. Like, I might jumble up and mess up the message because I'm going to say it in the way I'm going to say it.
Or you could just say what she said word for word. I mean, that's the thing.
And I'm not good at that either. I'm barely good at saying what I say word for word.
We witnessed that.
And so, I mean, if you think I'm going to be able to translate somebody else's message, that's quite crazy. You see, the thing is, you witness things of me, and you still reject it and think you're going to get another answer another way. Insanity. Insane. We got to point these things out.
She kind of put you down right there, brother.
She did a little bit.
She laid the road out on you.
She did. That
My
pimp hand is way
goodness.
strong.
Way strong.
You know what I'm saying?
Strong. She gave you the love and the caress on the way out.
Yeah, she did.
Came back in with
It
the
came in with
fire.
the
in her
fire, the
voice,
force.
boy. Woo.
Was it a
That's what keeps the hoe out of the street in the cold.
That's you.
That's what it do.
That's it.
Was it a fire, or was it more like a, hey, I'm trying to defend myself from the fact of I'm not the best at these things. I'm not the best at relaying
Do
messages.
you see your whole hand, your posturing, your whole demeanor? Do you see you? Do you see you
I see it.
when you be doing what you be doing?
What
Do
am
you
I
see
doing?
you? Cause I be seeing you.
She be looking at the screen, Shadira.
What
It'd
am I
be
doing?
right up there if you don't know what
What-
you're looking
Yeah,
at.
like, go ahead, go ahead.
I even when I look at myself, I don't notice what you guys are feeling like I'm doing.
Like if I, and we're gonna sidetrack this conversation because it was a dope conversation.
Yeah,
We
for
was
sure,
in it.
for sure.
We
We
was
can
in it. We're
always
gonna come
come
back. We're
back.
gonna come back. If I, in my defense of me, started to behave more femininely, while Cats was saying like, "Yo, you be kind of coming off mad feminine," and I was just like, "I don't understand what y'all talking about." Like, I'm just doing and then doing this shit right here when they be reaching for shit and bringing it back, and then, but I'm not even on that type of time. I'm just, and then you be
Period.
like, yo, dog, you're not really defending yourself.
Yeah.
Good.
Right.
So when you be, you know what I'm saying, I don't even know what y'all be talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm just over here doing me. Like, I don't get what y'all saying when y'all see all this right here, this nigga shit, all this, that's masculine shit. You don't pick that up on accident, cause you can't do this over in like Afghanistan and it translates because they got their own mannerisms. This is made here. This is an American made masculinity, black male shit. Like, yo, we'd be like, yo, man. Like if I saw Chris in the corner and he was talking to some girl the way you talk to girls, I'd be like, oh shit, Chris getting it in. Oh shit. I wouldn't even walk up on Chris for fear of fucking up continuity. Cause I know he's got her in the motherfucking spin cycle. I know where he got her, and it's like, yo, don't walk over there. Yo, he hollering. He hollering and respect. Right? That's true, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And I'll catch this nigga when he freed up.
For sure.
Because he's laying the game down
For sure.
quite flat,
Yeah.
like that.
I'm with you.
You do the exact same shit. Bar for bar, word for word. And then be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Shadir, can I speak for you for 1 second? Do you mind if I take power of attorney for 1 second?
Power of attorney.
I think maybe the thing for Shadira is you see it as something that she's turning on. I think she's just like this 100% of the time.
I don't doubt that.
So she like that's why she be confused.
But it's not even. I don't
just
think it's
has
something.
it.
I don't think there's a switch to it. I just
Yeah.
think there is a cognizance to it
Okay.
that she does not want to own.
Okay. Yeah.
That's it. It's not an on and off thing.
Mhm.
It's a you be knowing.
Yes.
That's it.
24/7.
24/7. You know,
No.
like you said. You said this. I didn't say it for you. I didn't put the words in your mouth. You offered it into testimony. And
Public record at this point.
And this is, we just gonna go ahead. We're gonna get the stenographer to read back the notes. Is what we're gonna do.
Read it back. Pocket
And
stenographer.
what you had said when you were saying it was that you know when you dress the way you dress, when you come out the way you come out, when you posture the way you posture, they flocking. You said that.
Her words.
You said that.
Almost
I
verbatim.
said both flock. Both flock.
They all flock. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, so you said it.
She said it.
The
I don't.
what is the point of walking it back after that point? That's
You know what, Shadira? Everything else aside, you know what you be doing. You be owning up to it on occasion, but then you want to step back on it. Don't step back on it.
just stand in it.
Is it?
What the kids say? Stand on business, yo.
Stand on business.
Stand on
Maybe
business, yo.
it's not really a lack of what we would say a lack of confidence. Maybe it's more like you say that's a masculine thing. It's a masculine thing. because I know how to speak with a type of authority. I know how to dress in a manner that is not only comfortable.
No. Back up. Come back. Doing too much.
This is what you said.
No.
But
That's not what I said.
you said masculine.
I said it's masculine for sure, because that's what it is. But
And that's the whole thing I'm getting at.
but it's not about all that. It's about, that's the way to initiate the pull. You understand when you present yourself to whomever you present yourself to, because you don't do what you do to girls in order to get the attention from the dudes. You don't walk up to dudes and be on some whatever.
I don't walk up to
Because dudes,
You all right, brother?
I don't walk up to girls either. Like, if that's the case, like,
because females don't walk up on niggas. So she's knowing, like, if I want a nigga's attention, it's the way I posture for myself in order for him to get the hint that
different.
I'm approachable.
I
Because she
don't
knows
be
how to operate in both fields.
I don't be trying to be approachable no matter what I'm doing, no matter if I'm operating in the masculine or if I'm just being in my own little feminine bubble, no matter what I do.
Now, Shadira,
There is-
no, I hate to push back on you.
You can do that.
I hate to push back.
I'm just being realistic and honest about my
I'm beautiful,
situation.
sister. But
Beautiful sister. We have to lead with
all-
that. We have to lead with
all
beautiful
have
sister.
different behaviors at different times. Whether we can acknowledge it, whether we know what it is at the time, we don't all act the same all the time. You know what I mean? When I'm at work, I'm a very different person than when I'm at home. When I'm here, I'm a different person. Like, it's just, you don't have different like morals, different values, but your behavior changes. It just is different. It can be different. If Bria were to walk into this room right now, all of our behavior would change. Not a whole lot, but it would change a little bit. We would turn a little bit. If the police came in here right now, our behavior would change. And for you to sit here, Shadira, our beloved, my beautiful sister, for you to sit here and say that you don't be changing at all for any reason, sister, I got to throw the red flag on that 15-yard penalty. Nah, I'm not. Mm-mm.
The only change you'll really see is me in my own personal bubble. But the me that y'all see out with people, like, yeah, y'all gonna pretty much get the same person. Like, you might not get it all in one flush, but you're gonna get the same person.
It's called cap. It's what they call it.
Oh, yeah?
That's what that's called.
Oh yeah, how am I on the phone with you?
Because the way we're on the phone with each other, like, we be on the phone a lot.
Yeah,
We talk a lot, like
Nah.
all day sometimes.
sure. That's beautiful.
be
And
my
she runs the gamut of a person who has nuanced behavior.
Yeah,
There's times where she's serious
Mhm.
and we're talking about very sensitive topics.
yeah.
There's times where we're being silly and goofy.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? There's times where we're like in the middle of that,
Yeah.
like where we're trying to field difficult conversations by adding comedy to it
Mhm.
because she's a whole human being.
Yes.
She's not a one-dimensional thing.
Not-
Right?
Nobody.
Because she understands nuance. That's like what you said. When something happens that changes the chemistry of the situation, she instinctively understands how to behave in concert with that change. To pretend for anybody who has the ability, see what I just said, all the words that I just said, should give you the idea that I understand human behavior, like he just did. Right? You just heard two different ways of saying the same thing. Because I understand human behavior. I understand the complexity, to a certain extent at least, to understand that everybody, given certain catalysts, start to behave. I don't talk to you the way I talk to my kids. I don't talk to my kids the way I talk to my mother. I don't talk to my mother the way I talk to my father. But that's not meaning I'm fake or I'm anybody else other than the people that they know me as. But I am many facets of the same human being. So when you're in the room with a couple cats, this is you. But when a feminine energy walks in, we watch your behavior change. And it doesn't mean you're being fake. It doesn't mean you're turning something on. It just means like everybody else, because he just said it.
What is
We
the
all
behavior?
will make a little adjustment.
What is
It's a true, honest
what is the
response
behavior?
to a new stimulus being added to a mix. That doesn't make you fake. It's an honest assessment of a new environment.
Am I gonna change? Well, let's say it like this: do I change for every little detail? Then yeah, we can say that. I change for every little detail. Same way when Chris walked in the room, I changed a little bit for Chris. So if we're gonna speak on it like that, then yeah, every little detail, every little new energy, I change on. Every little detail I do.
And so, to that point, by itself, don't add nothing else. Don't say another word.
She be on. Folk, she be knowing.
That's all I'm saying.
I know.
I'm not saying no. I'm not. There's no
in a sense of
there's no class
sensitivity,
critique,
no.
character assessment. There's no
There's no
moral
judgment either
dilemma
way,
in
not
it.
good or bad. This is just
I guess I'm trying to understand in the sense of, oh, she knows. Am I sensitive to a lot of things to where I'm aware of different things? Yes.
That's all it is.
that's it.
You be knowing is what you just said.
That's it.
Okay, so am I very sensitive? I told you that already. I'm a very sensitive soul.
So then what is the point
It's the way
of
you
walking
turn
it back?
around.
What is the point?
Because it's the way you turn around and word it to where you say it's not no judgment or it's not this, but the moment we're actually in a different setting, it's always turned into some. I'm clocking you. I'm trying to put a peg on this on what you do.
Right,
To where
because you have walk back potential. You be walking shit back, and I be like, I need you to see me, see you right now, because when we talk about this later, this is going into evidence.
But the thing I'm getting at is the way when you come into the situation to where even now what you said, to where you said, oh, it's like masculine. But I'm like, oh, but when I'm doing it in any other field, it's not masculine, right?
Wait.
Because you said it. You just said how your mannerism is, your everything. That's masculine. 'Cause that's like a masculine. And
I did say that.
you
I said
did.
those words.
So I'm like, okay. So every time it's a new field, it's not just you kind of just like being yourself, not necessarily being, oh, you're just trying to be masculine or you're trying to do this to be more this. No.
Can I-
Look.
can I
That
interrupt
doesn't
for a
mean
second?
reaching into your bag. Because if that's your like, all right, like look like this.
Because I'm not your
If you are
stereotypical girl.
a trained martial artist, it becomes what they call second nature. Right?
'Cause I'm
It's not your nature because it has to be taught to you. Anything that has to be taught to you is not a natural thing. It's socialized into you. But when you see somebody who has trained their whole life in martial arts, whatever it is, whenever they go to defend themselves, that's what they reach into.
Do me a favor.
Go ahead.
Pull up a picture on this big screen of a dude named Mikey Musaveni.
So
You
I'm
got to
not
spell that.
very-
Nigga. That's a lot.
You're stereotypic.
Mikey, Mikey. I think it's Musveni. No, okay, Musumeci. Bring this man up real quick. This nigga don't know how to use a computer. Let these old ass men touch fucking. Okay, click that one with him in the glasses. This is the nerdiest, fucking squeaky voice motherfucker on the planet Earth. But this is a trained Brazilian jiu-jitsu. What do they call it? Yeah, please do. Let them see Mikey. Okay. This is Mikey. If you hear Mikey talk, Mikey is autistic. Mikey is a squeaky voice, is a nerd. They put Mikey in the ring and say, Mikey, you got to fight this person. And Mikey don't look like that no more. Mikey look like the one on the left with all that shit on. Like a fucker, he gonna kill somebody. And he get in there and he kills somebody. And then they come in with the microphone and say, hey, Mikey, you killed him. He's like, yay! It's like, what the fuck happened? How did he go back to that from this? And that's you, Shadira, right? It's not a judgment thing. It's not a good, it's not a bad. It's just what it is. Is that you have behaviors, and these aren't, again, there's no judgment with it either way. If you like it, we love it, brother, sister. You turn from Mikey on the right to Mikey on the left to Mikey on the right, and all that is Shadira. You all of those things. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. But I guess it's the part where I'm getting at, to where it's like, I'm not what your stereotypic woman is.
No, not at all.
And then
You are a unique person.
And then
you are Shadira. You are sitting here in a jean skirt and with your head covered. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you as who you are. And
you wouldn't be here if there wasn't an appreciation for who you are as a whole person. That wouldn't be like, you know what I'm saying? You are a very different but honest person, typically. Because I talk to her a lot. Like, when I think, like, this is honest. When I go to, like, yo, I want to talk to somebody. Like, I'm bored. I just want to talk to somebody and get true human interactions. A lot of the times I call her. She's a dope person to talk to. She's a dope person to listen to. We have dope conversations. So I don't, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if I thought there was some moral impasse about her behavior that I couldn't fuck with, we wouldn't be talking like that. So with all that to bear, you be knowing. And that's it. You are one of the most intelligent people I know, is why I talk to you, because I don't like talking to stupid people. I wouldn't talk to somebody who was like, if you were as oblivious as you play yourself to be, we wouldn't have a conversation. Because if you were actually that unintelligent, we have nothing to talk about. There's nothing I can say to you.
It's a whole lot going on.
But you are cognizant, thoughtful, empathetic. You think. So then I like to pull the thoughts out. If there was nothing in there, we wouldn't be. There's nothing to talk about. There's something in there. But then in the translation to what's in there to coming out, there's a defense mechanism that sometimes you disregard, and then you'll say the stuff that you've been saying. And then you'll remember it, and then put the defense mechanism back. And go, wait a minute, no. It's the way you said it. Wait a minute, no. It's the implications. Wait a minute, no. It's like, no. You're going to do all that. Nobody's here to judge you. I don't have a hell to put you in. I don't have a heaven to kick you out of. I don't have either one of those things. So we're just talking about behaviors, observable,
it's
and
not
purposeful, intentional.
It's more like an understanding on why it's done. And every time it's like you think about why it's being done, it's like, oh, it's you. You know that's what you do. And I'm like, yeah. But I understand why I do it. But when you get to explaining what I'm doing and how you see what I'm doing, it's more like I think you're doing it because of this reason. You're doing it because of that reason. And I'm like, nah. That's
Well, I mean, the only reason anybody does anything, and I was just talking to Bria, a lady named Bria, about this. The only reason anybody ever does anything is because you think it'll be effective. You think it's going to work. It's the only reason the reason why you go to work, the reason why you go use the bathroom, the reason why you eat, the reason why you do anything is because you think it's going to work. Period. Nobody does anything they don't think is going to work.
I mean, I think it's going to work.
So you think what you're going to do, for whatever reasons you've concocted, for whatever reason, you get to create that reason. I don't get to tell you what your reasons are. But you think for whatever reasons that they matter for you, it's going to work. So you do it. Because if you didn't think it was going to work, if you didn't think it was going to be effective, you wouldn't do it.
Yeah, if I didn't think it was going to be effective as far as dealing with people, I wouldn't talk to anybody.
So then you talk to people to affect whatever it is, the effect that you're seeking, you talk for that effect.
I don't know. Even when it comes down to talking to you.
Exactly. Like, there's no. I'm not above the thing that I'm describing. Like I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
This is the truth about any creature. I don't give a fuck if it's a virus. Why do viruses infect other things? Because they think it's going to be effective. It's a thing. Like to do this is going to be able to create more me. That's what I've been created to do. That's what I'm going to do. If there was any other way to do this, evolution would have brought me that way. So whatever it is you have been socialized inside of yourself to be able to believe is authentically you and effective is what you bring to what your situations are. It's what you bring to your music. It's what you bring to your conversations. It's what you bring to your you be talking to yourself like we all do, but you be talking to yourself. Why do you talk to yourself? Because you think working these ideas out in your mind is going to help affect a better understanding. Because you think it's going to be effective. That's it. It's the only reason why we do anything. Period. The reason why you lie, the reason why you cheat, steal, the reason why you're honest, the reason why you study your religion, because you think whatever the ends you're trying to meet, this is going to be the effective way to get to them. That's what anybody does. Nobody's different in that fact. Nobody. So why do you do it? Because I think it's going to work. Like everybody else. I challenge you to walk around that. I mean, that's the best defense I got. If you can walk around that, you're just a better human being than I am. And I will concede.
Now, at the same time, I can understand, Shadira, why this is looking over you a lot. We got the fine-tooth comb out on Shadira, right?
Yeah, because
Nobody wants to have that.
But that's fair. But she is not a dull, broad stroke human being.
No.
The fine comb is deserving because there are details that come out in the fine combing. If I could broad stroke her, again, there's nothing to talk about.
You don't want to talk to a field. You want to see something with the bushes all grown up.
Yes.
You want to be able to discover some shit. And no matter how much time you spend with Shadira, you're like, God damn, there's something in there. I want to pull that out. I want to see what's in there. This grab box got a lot of shit in here. My goodness. There's too much in here.
And then she over here talking about what box? You're like, yo, you're not going to fucking do this to me. You're not going to do this to me. Bro. What box? Are you crazy?
Shadira, you the kind of people dope people like Jav need in their lives, right? Because you're to just be as plain with as possible. You're interesting. You know what I'm saying?
I want to say this. I think this is the only reason that he became my friend. I think I was interesting enough to him that he felt like, because he did to me a lot of what I'm doing to you. He pushed me in places I wasn't comfortable and made me ask questions of myself that I had to, before I had met him, never asked myself. And I pushed back a lot when I first met you. Man, I remember being in it like, yo, arguing with this dude. Like, yo, why the fuck are you fucking with me? I remember that?
I do.
I was like, why are you fucking with me?
Yeah.
Out of all the motherfuckers in the world, he would come and just be fucking with me. And then even to the point where my family saw it. I'm like, yo, who is this nigga? I'm like, I don't know. I mean, he's been to a couple of my shows and I'm cool with him, but I don't know him like that. And to the point where one day I just went into the thing. I was like, yo, what's really good? And then the conversation just was illuminating. And it really changed my worldview. Like, few people in your world will ever be able to really, truly have an impact on how you see the rest of the world. And for some reason, they gave me this nigga. And now, a lot of the things I have in my wheelhouse of understanding come, and he's the nexus of it. Which is crazy to be able to say that. This kid's like 10 years younger than me. But praise God that I was able to be receptive even in my pushback to go, well, what is this? What is he saying? Let me go. And then he offered me a book that I still have.
Yeah, it was a borrowed job, but
No, that's my book. That's my book.
I didn't forget I even owned it at some point.
That's my book.
That's fine.
I don't have the understanding of what he's talking about. He gave me that book, and I felt like that was a passage of You know
I'm
what I
glad
mean?
you have it.
I still
didn't know
do.
you still had it. So
Do
I'm-
I?
Yeah,
I
I'm glad
reference
you
it
do.
all the time.
Good.
Capitalist
Good.
realism, I talk about it
Yeah.
all the time.
Mark Fisher book. Good book.
Yeah.
Good book. Great read.
So it's to you, I endeavor to be who he was to me. Because that was singularly one of the most telling pivots. This is a term you like to use, pivot. One of the telling pivots of my adulthood that turned me in a direction that I don't know if I hadn't met him, I'd been able to make naturally. Under my own understanding. Because you just got to recognize when you just don't have it. And something that he came by naturally, or at least sooner, it was something that was introduced to me, and he saw my behavior and was like, "No, you're doing this," and I'm like, "No, I'm," and I was all blustered up, and then it was just like, "Well, what if he's right?" Like it's the quick. That was it. Like, well, what if? And then you go down the rabbit hole, and you're just like, "Holy shit!" Well, if because the problem with that kind of stuff that happens is it threatens to rewrite your history and your understanding of your own history, your own personal history. And that's a lot of mental work to do, to come to reckon with how you got to this point without the information that you just got and what that information says once you see it through that lens about your history. Because now that I know this, and if this is true, and if this has some validity, then I got to reassess everything else. And that is tough. So most people don't want to do it. So they just deny it or argue it down because the work it takes to retool your mind is something I'm still doing. Like, where I call him every now and again, I'm like, yo, this is thoughts that I'm having now. Like, so what does this mean? And he'll give me pushback sometimes, or he'll help, like, over here. You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure it out because I'm still new here. But it's fair because he came to me honestly. He didn't try to say, Job, you're a bad person because you didn't know this before you met me. And you're a piece of shit human being. He says that anyway. But but it ain't about the knowledge that I didn't have or the understanding or the visibility of my own behavior. He just goes, he gives me the information and I get to tease it out and figure it out the way I want to. And the thing I think is different between me and him and me and you is I think you're smarter than I was when I talked to him. At least about this very situation, this very topic. I think you're a very thoughtful, very on-purpose individual. I don't think this information that you have is something that was just kind of bred in you and you kind of just have it sort of just because the culture gave it to you and that's just where capitalism was something I was just given and I just didn't question it because it wasn't even called capitalism, it was just called economics. And I never knew that before I met this dude. Right? So, but when we're talking about your behavior is so outside of the norm, you recognize it, that you know what you're doing because the antithesis is everywhere. You know that you don't behave like other people behave. You understand?
Men and women.
Men and women,
Yeah,
right. So you understand your individuality. I can't say, oh, you didn't know how you behave. It was just a natural state that is so ubiquitous to society, you don't see you as any different from anybody else. You know you're different than everybody else. Your perspective, your music, you choose difference when same is available. You don't get to be oblivious when you choose uniqueness. When you made the conscious effort to say, this is what they're doing, and I'm going to do this. And then all the space in the middle, you're like, I don't understand what the space is. You don't get to do that because you made the space when you made the choice. That's all I'm saying.
Well, since you put it like that, well, I can start even from the tippity top of when I first originally thought I'm going to choose what I want to choose. I'm going to do what I want to do. I've been doing what I want to do for so long, for so many years, since childhood. And I remember when I actually was doing what I wanted to do. A lot of people probably don't remember their own childhood like that, but I remember making conscious decisions I wanted to do since I was about 3 years old. I want to do it. I don't care what everybody else is doing. I'm going to pick what I want to do. So, I mean, I guess because I've been doing that for so long, it's hard when people be like, "Oh, you're like this, you're this," and I'm like, "Well, what am I doing?" And then when you start putting names on stuff like, "Oh, where you're behaving like this, you're behaving masculine," or "This right here is girly," or "But this right here is boyish," then it's like, "Oh, but I'm just choosing to pick out the bones that I don't need and just chewing the meat that works for me." So I guess that's where I get a little disgruntled or discomfort by, to where it's when you're saying, "Oh, you're behaving like this, you're behaving like that," and I'm like, well, I'm not necessarily trying to be. I'm not necessarily trying to be just this. If even if we're gonna use Mikey, I'm not necessarily trying to be Mikey that's fighting in the ring all the time. But at the same time, I can fight in the ring. But just because I'm Mikey fighting in the ring does not mean I'm not Mikey that's like squeaky voice and has like their little personality and doing their own thing on the side. Like I'm all of me, but it's the way it's like pushed out there as if, oh, one part of you is this and one part of you is that. But it's like I'm just doing it. I'm just making whatever choices I want to make at that moment.
But that's the point though, and I think you think that's an attack, but it's not. And he said that earlier. It's like recognizing your multifacetedness is not an attack on any of the levels. It's just that there's an acknowledgement that I see it. Right,
insult or a compliment.
right. It's a true observational. And look, I tease you and we make fun because one, we're trying to make content, but at the same time because I'm trying to have fun with you. But if we're just making the observational.
But what happens if that's not fun for me? What happens if I've said already I'm a sensitive soul and certain things that's just not fun for me? It might be fun for everybody, but it's not fun for me.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I mean,
Like
then
this,
there's definitely a different conversation to have, right? So, but if we're taking the comedy out of it, and we're just saying, look, all jokes aside, your behavior is observable because most behaviors are. And if I paid attention to you in all earnestness, we could see switches. We could see the subtle nuances. And those subtle nuances have words. Because we didn't make up any of these words. None of these words, none of these psychological, sociological terms I made up, right? They are terms that have been created by people who have noticed these terms in society and said, the people who behave in this pattern, we're going to coin the term so we can all understand that when we see it going forward, we can call it that. That's all words are. It's to help us describe the abstractions that we understand in our mind so we can all have a uniformed discussion. So when I say masculine, it doesn't mean that to you, and to the people who listen to us, everybody has a different understanding of masculine. If we understand what that means, it's just the term that we use to describe these set of core behaviors.
and I guess
that's all that's meant to mean.
I guess that's the point I'm getting at. Some of these things that are just like, oh, that's masculine. But even when you go look up what's feminine, you can see the same things that are similar to where this right here could be similar. Like even when you go look up what it is to be feminine, things I've done, and I'm like, well, certain actions that I'm doing aren't necessarily masculine. They're feminine and masculine traits. You should want to have your own like respect people not talking to you a certain type of way. That right there is a feminine trait as well. But because it's not necessarily seen in a lot of women, it's just pegged as it's just a masculine thing. But it's not just a masculine thing. A woman should want to be treated a certain type of way as well. She shouldn't want to have to this. And even when it comes down to talking and dealing with a situation, even if it's another person, you shouldn't want somebody that's coming up to you and trying to lead you astray when you know where you're at, where your pivot is at. So if I have to be standing on my pivot in a
See, I
conversation,
told you she liked the word pivot.
It's a good word.
because I mean, pivot, you're not taking me off from where I'm trying to be.
No,
at.
I'm just saying
like-
that I see this is a proof of I pay attention to you, right? So I hear you.
Because it's like when you refuse to be removed from where you're standing at, like this is where I'm at, and I
But do,
refuse.
so do you think? So here's a fair question, and I want to get back to the original conversation we were
For
having
sure.
about
Ooh,
music and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
'Cause
yeah, yeah.
I want to get your take on what he said about.
I'll be right back. I need to pee.
The matter of fact, we're gonna switch right now because we don't got too much time with you. So I want to go back to what we were talking about. He made an assessment about how music was a lot more various, a lot more vibrant when it was less controlled. And selling out was a concept that we had to deal with. There was an authenticity that was expected of not the audience, because we didn't think of it as an audience, we thought of it as a community, as much as we still had one. That the community demanded your authenticity over your ability to be successful monetarily. That you still had to represent us, you still had to look like us, you still had to talk like us and to us, right? But now you don't hear that anymore. There's no such thing as a sellout anymore. It's get your bag, which is kind of like the antithesis of selling out. It's like selling out is kind of the point. And I kind of finished it off with the idea that there's a uniformed consensus around what kind of language should be used to talk about music, and it's starting to sound more and more business-like than it is to sound artistic. What do you take from what that was about? Because you're a dope artist, and that's the only reason it matters, is because if you weren't dope, it wouldn't matter. But
As far as what is my take on? Can you simplify it? What is my take
I'll dissect it. So first, he was talking about how music was a lot, especially just inside of hip hop, just inside of R&B, just inside of what was considered black music. There was so much more variety back then than there is now.
Okay, we can.
Right.
For I got to do piece by piece.
Yeah. I'm trying to do that.
That for that part back there, we had more variety. We had more variety because we had the freedom. Like you said, it's more controlled now. So when you're controlling things, it's going to eventually get to a certain thing. Whoever is in control, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for hip hop, they already knew what they wanted out of hip hop. They just wanted people that was going to buy the creativity, and they wanted a certain creative wave to be set. So no, I'm not. If I'm a person that's in control, like even if we break down your household, right? You're not gonna want your kids to be behaving in no other way outside of what you said.
Mm-hmm.
And in hip hop's case, the big businesses considered this is my new baby now. This is my new adventure. At that, I'm not probably didn't even say that word right, but this is my new thing that I'm feeding into. I'm nurturing, even though they're not the reason why it was created and formed. They pretty much adopted it.
Mm-hmm.
So in the sense of they adopted it, I'm taking over the care of this. I'm feeding it, providing it all that it needs to grow, even though it was somewhat growing without me, but I took it over now. Of course, I'm going to want it to be in the likeness and the benefits of me. I'm not going to do it in a way of it's going to be beneficial to what y'all had because y'all sold it to me, aka y'all sold it out. Y'all gave it over to me willingly for what? A bag, resources that y'all felt like y'all was missing and or skimped on. So once you sold it to me, regardless on how you feel, what I choose to do with it is what I choose to do with it. It's like if you were to sell me your computer. You can't get mad if I choose to download all type of trash on that computer now because you sold it to me. So what is it to you outside of you crying about what it used to be? Well, it's not what it used to be because it's mine now. It's what I choose to make it. It's my dominion on what I want to do. If you didn't want to sell it out, like even with BET, you mentioned BET, guess what BET did? Sold out as well. They sold it. It been not really black entertainment anymore. It is what they feel like is black entertainment. It's the same sense of what happened in the music industry as far as more so rap. They sold it out. They've been talking about it since back in the G that they sold out. They sold out. They sold it. There's now pushing records that these big record label owners wanted. They've been talking about these meetings they've been having behind scenes and everything that they were saying how they wanted the future generations of hip hop to be. And that's all we're seeing right now. That's what happens when you sell off your resources. That's why they tell you when grandma and grandpa and them give you a house that they worked for and they paid off and everything and they give you the title and the deed for it, don't sell it off for a piece of money because you can't get mad at what those gentrification people are going to do to it because you gave it away. You gave it away. Even if you say, well, they snatched it away. You got plenty of people that fought and still fight to this day and keep it. So if you sold it away, especially the people that were of importance in the community, like these are, even when we talk about just the black community period, as far as some of our black leaders that sold out to where you're wondering why they're still around, but all the real revolutionaries were murdered. Not just know they were no, they were murdered, they were slaughtered, they were purposely taken out the way, and they left the ones they wanted there. It's the same thing that happened in hip hop. All of the purists, as far as who really cared about their effect on the community and the people, they were literally taken out the way, or people sold their spots because they never really were doing it for the community like that. They were doing it for the community to get the community to support in the community's bag. But when it really came down to doing what it takes to still cultivate the community, they gave it away. The moment somebody said, hey, I got this amount of money for you, you gonna give it to me and now you gonna do this, or I'm gonna do this with it, and it's your likeness and your image that everybody's going after, aka those endorsement deals, to where you're gonna line up with what we want you to line up because you get in a bag. It's the same thing happening. People don't necessarily want to be martyrs of the culture. They just want a bag because they don't want to be poor no more. That's the reason why once they get to a certain part, they ain't talking about certain situations or not. They're not even talking about how they're reacting in their lives as far as how this is affecting their connections with the people that's still in the hoods and still dealing with these situations, because they never per se cared. They cared enough to get out of the situation. They're like the crabs that still go back to the bucket just to tap the bucket to let y'all know, like, hey, bro, I'm out of here. Y'all see me out of here. I ain't even on nobody's plate. I'm right here just chilling right now. It's no different than what you see in rap today, in my defense, on that part. And I don't know the second part you're going to choose.
So the last part, and we're gonna get out of here because I know my man got to get up and go.
Yeah.
Schmooze with the upper class.
Yeah.
So the idea that a lot of artists have abandoned true artistic language, true artistic community, and stuff like that in order to start sounding and behaving in terms that are more amenable to market forces. Songs are not songs anymore; they're singles. You know, and all the other language that goes along with that. Where's your take on that?
It kind of flashes me back to when I was recording in Jacksonville. Shout out to my guy Aaron Bing. But
Shouts out Aaron Bing.
Aaron said something before, and I had to like reiterate to him. So I was like, no, I don't want to become a product that you can market. I want you to take what I'm giving and you market me as such. To where if I make a song, you make it marketable. You don't take me and you try to form me and create me into something that is that, hey, this new single, hey, this new this, to make me like a product. My art is my art. And if you're going to push my art, then push my art and push me as what I am. And what you said just kind of reminded me of that. A lot of people don't care to be a product. a lot of people only create art to be a product. They're not necessarily creating because, oh my God, this is my jam. This is something I want to make and I want to share with the world. I mean, even if you did want to sell your product, I'm not against nobody wanting to sell your song as far as push your song out there to be produced out on a major scale. Because at the end of the day, there are plenty of artists out here in the world that create art, not necessarily to be a piece of product, but they create it and now it has a value because other people put a value on it. So it's like, okay, cool. Because if that's the case, you would just give it for free. But some people do eventually just sell it off. But that doesn't mean it's not art. It's plenty of artists that made something simply because it's what's inside them they wanted to express, and now they're just getting a bag off of it. But that's the difference between somebody that's creating something and just happening to get a bag off of it, meaning that, like, I think, I can't remember if it's the one who made Starry Night, to where it's a painting Starry Night, to where he actually, I can't remember if it's him or not, to where he never actually got any bag or benefits from creating his art. And he never seen any success off of it. But guess what he was constantly doing? Painting and creating. That didn't stop him. And I think that's the difference between artists, to where it's like, if nobody's listening, if nobody's paying attention to you, are you still trying to make a new song? Are you still creating? Are you still doing? Or are you in a fit? Or are you still trying to figure out that algorithm thing to make yourself relevant? Are you catching the new wave to be able to be that new person? And it's a lot of people that don't create art per se for the heart. They might have some feelings to it, but it's not necessarily from the heart. It's not something that's actually therapeutic, which is where art really pretty much was an expression, a therapy from something that they've had on the inside. And a lot of people don't necessarily care to use it as that therapy, that expression of what they're carrying on the inside. They're just seeing an expression and they're going with it. And for me, I feel like that's a problem. But what can you do in today's popcorn society? What can you do in today's society that says this is an easy bag to get? It's not necessarily easy, but it's per se easy. All I have to do is gather up people that'll pay attention to me and buy some stuff. I mean, that's no different than somebody having a t-shirt that everybody like, or somebody selling waters on the corner or juices on the corner or lemonade. I'm getting enough attention for people to want to be attracted towards what I got going on and to actually support. And that's what a lot of people are doing in today in music, as far as on the music scene. And it is a problem. But I mean, the only thing you could do about it is go back to those standards, those purists out there that's like, yo, don't do that. Remember what this is about. But when you have a majority, 2/3 of people that's not on what a purist is actually on, you're going to have people being outmaxed, especially when you have people with the resources in control of everything. You don't got no reason, like how they say, you can't complain about a block that you don't own. So whatever they choose to do with the block, if you don't own it, what can you say? What can you really do about it outside of complain? Be a it's a word, it's a new word I just looked up too. Just be a person that's constantly complaining about the system, but you don't have no real power or dominion over the system to make any changes, or you're not even attempting to try. So it's like, now what? Because there's plenty of independent artists that are actually trying to boycott the system and boycott the big industry, but nobody pays attention to them because they're not pushed to the forefront. Same thing how government is. We complain about Democrats and Republicans, but you got independent parties out here all the time. But they're not getting any looks. They're not getting voted into these offices because nobody necessarily cares about the person that they can't see per se, or somebody they can't notice because they're not really pushed to be noticed.
So do you think, and I want to close out on this, so do you think that a lot like the language that is hijacked from revolution, a lot of the language that has kind of been used from market forces has tainted what art is? Because if I'm aware of my marketability, that doesn't, like, to your point, that doesn't make me necessarily a sellout. I understand that I make something that a lot of people like it. I'm not trying to say that that's a problem. What I am saying is once it turns into, that's the reason I'm making it, right? Then you lose an authenticity because you're not talking about the emotions of that moment. Because that's what art is. Art in every one of its form is bringing emotion out of the ether into the reality and using it as a connection to other people who might not have these words or these rhythms or these skills in order to bring these ideas. This is why we listen to music and we listen to a heartbreak song over and over and over again, because it just somehow it gets all the words, right? And in a way where if you're not going through heartbreak, I don't need to listen to that song. It has nothing to do with me, right? I could watch a movie. And I like to watch scary movies. I don't live with ghosts. At least, please God, I don't live with ghosts. But I can watch a scary movie because it's just entertainment. It's just for the fun of it. But it's something about music where it operates in a different realm. It connects to you in a visceral way. And if the people who have that power are so available to market forces, how can you not feel as though maybe this person is taking me on a ride to deliver me to the people they answer to make me more available to their marketing, to their commercialism, to their things, to the school to prison pipeline, all that stuff. How do you trust an artist who is so aware of their marketability that they start to answer to it? And then we're gonna get out of here.
So you're asking, how can a person trust a person that is so aware of?
Or, yeah, trust an artist. Yeah.
I'm gonna say, personally, you have to just pay attention to more than just their art at that moment in time. You can't just go based off of their art. You got to go based off of what are they doing on the outskirts? What are they showing you? I mean, they could tell you a lot in their music, but what are they showing you in their lifestyle and what they do? To where, yeah, this person knows they're marketable and everything, but are they going hard in the paint? Are they actually showing you that they're trying to sell out or selling out, in the sense of, I don't care about y'all per se. I want to get that bag, even though I talk about it in my music. I present this in my music, but y'all see what I'm doing in interviews, or y'all see what I'm doing in person when I have my shows and stuff. So all of those things that matter. He's doing that stretch.
Y'all can see?
Yeah, we can
Y'all
see
can
it.
see?
I get,
We can see it.
you
I'm
know,
not invisible?
Yo, dope ending. We're about to get out of here. It's been a dope conversation. It has been Clicked Up the podcast, man. Thank you, Shadira, for letting us have fun with you.
Thank
It
you.
is just fun as ever.
I know that.
the bombastic shadow.
And we only do it because I know it's dope enough to feel it and have fun with it. It's your boy Job English. Having fun with you guys, man. Like, share, subscribe to everything you've heard. Tell your friends and tell a friend, yo. We're also really dope on having everybody who wants to be on the show, man. If you want to come through, come by and have a chat with us, come through, man. There's Savannah available, all right, man? So y'all take it easy, man. It's your boy Job English. We out.